Merry Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. Got his man, it's Dosich. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Wilson changing the play. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Fulton. It's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The Broncos at 4 and 10 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. When you look at this Bronco defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Jones now. Off the play fake. And another one thrown incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and stop fast. That's not unusual at all. In this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Smith to return it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. After 7-0 on the EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good to make it 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's returnable now for Smith. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
36 power.
Throw left side, complete. That's Sutton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good. It was running hot gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Well, the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Patriots nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, Jones, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jones to throw on third down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now Wilson on first down. Williams brings it in. Now inside the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the counter, here's Williams. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. A gain there of 21 yards. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rolling to his right. He's got the tight end Fortzer, right side complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Jones going to change it up here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to be a nice round circuit high tech after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Wilson will throw again. Quick throw, finding Dulcich. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first down, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and 6 now. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A first down carry by Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the 45 on second down, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.